Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Pasty and the Fat Mac, and it is beef time on a Sunday. Yes. Bring out your beefy Bibles.
The big BB. The beef. Bring out your Bible. The beefy instruction before leaving Earth. B-I-B-L-E.
I love it.
We got it. As we sing this sermon upon you all. Instead of fire and brimstone, it's charcoal and flame.
I don't know about charcoal and flame. I think we are standing on the precipice of possibly the greatest era in wrestling we've ever seen. There's so much to watch and so much to do, and it all starts tomorrow. We're literally on the edge. We didn't record on a regular day, so we could bring it to you the day before everything begins.
That's why we did it.
Yes. There's a method to our madness every week. And of course, with every method, there has to be some sense of repetition. And at the top of the show, we like to get around to our sponsors. Big shouts out to Qualities T-Shirt Company for supporting us with the shirts that keep us warm and comfy and cozy.
Ooh, so
high
warm.
quality products, custom tees, sublimation, heat transfer vinyl and decals, special gifts, and shirts for any occasion. Are you a business? Are you a musician? Do you just want a shirt that says, I made a shirt for myself because I had the money and I want to have a shirt?
Woohoo!
Do it. He'll take care of you. Qualities is also sponsoring Wilmer Mania Part 2, as well as a haunted house coming up in Wilmer, Minnesota, with Pep's Barber Shop and other local Wilmer, Minnesota businesses. If you're in the area, I implore you to go check it out and support locally. And if you're not, go ahead and support Monster Wear Clothing. I mean, do both anyway. But Corey Matthews got your guaranteed small runner bulk orders on decals, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, glassware, jerseys, and many other types and styles of fabrics. If you need to get your name out there, these are the two companies you need to go to.
You must.
You must. We told you, and they'll hook you up nice if you tell them Pasty sent ya. Now, to turn it over to Fat Mac for that other thing that happens every week around here.
And that would be This Week in Pro Wrestling, where we drop y'all a little bit of knowledge on some of the past major events that have happened in pro wrestling, and that way you could look a little smarter to your pro wrestling geek friends.
Yes, take this to your barroom trivia.
And with that, the September 23rd, 1987 episode of Saturday Night's Main Event.
That's older than me.
That is.
That's hard to accomplish.
And it featured a bigger than Pasty Intercontinental Championship match.
That's also hard to accomplish.
And this match was between the former Intercontinental Champion, Macho Man Randy Savage, who is our beef stick guy.
He's our guardian angel.
He's our guardian angel. I'm trying to say the word, but mascot. That's the word. Yeah. Mascot.
A mascot and an ascot. We should put an ascot on him.
We should put an ascot on him. That would
Next
be awesome.
week, folks, stay tuned.
And it's seen the Macho Man taking on the current IC champion, the Honky Tonk Man. Some would argue the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Some would argue the greatest honky of all time. After the match, though, Savage was then ambushed by the Evil Heart Foundation, and with Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart holding Savage and Honky threatening to bash Mach over the head with his guitar, the great, impeccable, and blissful Miss Elizabeth ran to the back and got the then WWF Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan to come to Savage's aid. And shortly thereafter, a backstage interview with Mean Gene Okerlund, and perhaps the most awkward handshake in pro wrestling history, led to the formation of perhaps tag team of all time, the Mega Powers.
Yes, and of course, in the year 2019, Fat Mac and I carry that moniker. We are the Mega Powers of podcasting, Beef Sticks Podcast.
Of course.
Woo!
And don't forget that led to some of the one of the best storylines ever, which they ended up taking on the Mega Bucks, which was Ted DiBiase and Andre the Giant. And that's where Andre ended up turning on Hogan and ripping his heart necklace off. And then we had the infamous
Macho and
breakup
Hulk
between the Mega Powers. And yeah, and then we got Macho and Hogan rivalry, which is one of the great, which will always go down as one of the greatest of all time. You got Macho and Hulk. You've got Bret and Shawn. You've got Tanahashi and Okada. I mean, I don't know who else you'd put on your top
John
5,
Cena
but those
and
are
Randy
4
Orton.
of mine. You could say that, yeah. They've had a lot of matches.
Yes, too many matches.
So there you are, folks.
Yes.
And then after 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of talking about our Ring of Honor death before Dishonor.
You'd swear it was WrestleMania.
Because Fat Mac kind of, I'm telling you, it's Fat Mac been discombobulated this last month.
You really jumped the shark with this one.
But it did finally happen, Pasty. It finally occurred this last Friday.
Yes, it
for
did.
Dishonor 2019. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it.
Me either. But we'll bring you the results.
We will. And I think the results may be a little surprising to Pasty.
Might be. We shall see.
So let's jump into this.
Yes, the pre-show started off with Jeff Cobb versus Brody King. And Jeff Cobb won. Giving me a point that I guess
being
it
as
doesn't
it's
matter.
a pre-show.
Oh, shit. I'm all wrong here. That's beautiful.
I just noticed that.
That's beautiful. Woo! That changes everything, folks.
That literally changes everything. Brings back to what we said earlier before we started recording, Pasty.
Shit. You guys will find out soon.
I seen that and I just laughed. I was like, oh, wait a second. This is interesting.
I didn't know Ring of Honor did a pre-show.
Even though it says pre-show.
I know, but I mean, I've never seen one. I've never seen one. Out of all the pre-shows I've watched, it's never been Ring of Honor.
Oh, moving on to what was probably a really good match, and I'm looking forward to going back and watching this one.
Yeah.
I might do that this afternoon. We had a barroom brawl with the Bouncers beating Silas Young and Vinny Marseglia.
Yes. And I learned that the Bouncers includes Beer City Bruiser.
Oh, he is part of the Bouncers, huh?
Yeah, so him and Silas
There
aren't
he
friends
is.
anymore, huh?
There we go.
Intriguing.
That's going to be a very, very good match. I'm definitely going to go back and watch that one for sure. I might end up watching all of these. Oh, what do we have next? Well, that gave Pasty a point there.
It also gave you a point. I guess I did really bad at this. I did really bad at this.
Well, let's later. Or does that give nobody a point? I don't know.
I think we both got a point.
Okay. Anyways, we'll worry about all that at another date. Then we've seen Jay Lethal taking on Jonathan Gresham in what I would consider maybe a somewhat of a passing of the torch match.
Yeah. I called that a long time ago. I said Jay's been around a long time. He needs to start, handing it down to the next guy. And seems like the last few pay-per-views, that's what he's been doing. As Jonathan Gresham picked up the win.
Then we move into the final battle, number 1 contender tournament.
It's the first battle of the final battle.
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense. You wonder why your ratings are low, Ring of Honor.
Exactly. It's kind of like Final Fight or Never Ending Story or all of those that just don't make sense.
Right.
What is going on with these things?
So in this match, we saw Marty Scurll defeating Colt Cabana, which was a surprise to neither of us, as we had both picked Scurll.
Yes.
Yes. And then in the second first round final battle number 1 contender tournament match, PCO defeated Kenny King. And yet another unsurprising outcome.
Yes. Obs.
Possibly the first surprising outcome of the night came in the next match, in the Women's of Honor World Championship match, where Kelly Klein defended her title against Angelina Love unsuccessfully, and to the chagrin of many fans across the internet wrestling community. Wow, I can't believe they put the title on her.
Well, you know, if this leads to a good little feud between them and Klein ends up taking it back or it moves on to another young up-and-coming talent, I'm okay with that if she's just a transitional champion. But yeah, she doesn't need another lengthy title run, I don't believe.
No. I don't think she, out of all the, what was it, the beautiful people was the stable?
Correct.
I think she's the least deserving of them all, but that's just me.
No, I mean, that's my feelings as well. And of course, Madison Rayne, when she first came on the scene, I thought I couldn't stand her. And to be fair, she was very, very green when she first came on. She was just a pretty face.
Uh-huh.
But she worked her ass off to become one of the best women wrestlers of the 2000s to 2010s-ish.
Oh, Bully Ray wouldn't have it any other way, would he?
Velvet Sky.
Oh, backwards.
Lucky bastard. He'd be lucky either way, let's be honest.
All those basic bitches are the same to me.
Let's be honest. He's lucky because of those killer calves he's got.
Right.
Oh, I'm jealous of him. Gotta work on calf day.
Great. Leg day. Never miss it.
Yep.
Then we had a 3-way match for the Ring of Honor Television Championship, seeing Shane Taylor defend and retain his title versus Flip Gordon and Tracy Williams.
This one is probably going to be a really, really, really good match.
Oh,
That's another one I definitely have to go back and see.
I would anytime you can get these guys in more than a one-on-one competition, that's a money match.
Right.
I mean, it's probably money with the one-on-one, but these guys excel in triple threats, fatal four-ways, stipulation matches of the sort.
Right.
The one I'm most excited to go back and watch, though, is the next match, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. The Briscoes taking on Lifeblood and winning.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
That's going to be a really, really, really fun match. Briscoes never disappoint, or seem to never disappoint.
I want to see a disappointing Briscoes match at this point in my life.
just to see it, just to know it exists.
Mm-hmm. Let me know I'm still alive.
Yes. In the Matrix.
Then we had the Ring of Honor World Championship match. Matt Taven defending his.
So that one's fun, of course.
Oh. Yes, Matt Taven
against
defending
Roosh.
Against Roosh. And losing. Roosh picked up the Ring of Honor World Championship. And then, from what I had heard,
Roosh is definitely one of the most up-and-coming people.
Yeah, and then after the match, from what I had heard, Bully Ray came out. And some of the Triple Threat guys came out. And there was a whole bunch of carnage, and tables broke at ringside, and fun times to be had by all.
And a good old time, yes. For sure.
I figure
definitely got to go back and watch that match.
I got to spoil it for everyone, so go watch this pay-per-view.
Spoil it.
Now, I had thought I had won by 1 point, but I believe, let's see, first match was 1-1, 1-2, 1-2 and 3. I don't know. Something happened.
we started out